order of the selection does not matter, or order is not important. Next, number 2. What is the focus of combination? Is it A, selection of an object, B, arrangement of an object, C, tendency of an object to be chosen, or D, all of the above?
Selection of an object.
Bakit selection of an object?
Sinabi niyo na po kanina na ayun po yung naging tandaan. The selection does not select.
That combination is about selecting objects or elements. Okay, pero pag arrangement naman, yun sa letter B, pag arrangement naman of an object, it is about permutation. Okay? Ayun yung focus ng permutation. Yung tendency of an object to be chosen, it's likeliness of an object to be chosen, parang ganun. So that is probability already. So letter B, that's permutation. Letter A, yung hinahanap natin, which is the focus of the combination. Next, for number 3, which of the following situations involve combination? Is it selecting class officers from your section, assigning telephone numbers for the subscribers, C, forming a committee from the members of a club, or D, arranging 7 visitors in a circular table? Ano po kaya doon yung answer? Ano po doon yung answer? Diba ano yung mga kailangan natin tandaan when it comes to combination? It is about selecting objects. It is about, it is not after the arrangement, or should I say that the order or arrangement of objects doesn't matter? So what will be your answer?
A.
Dalawa yung narinig kong sumagot. Yung isa, B. Ano pa yung isa? Wait lang ha.
A.
So what I think is the answer? May sumagot ng B. Ano yung sagot ng isa?
A.
A. Ano pa? Yung iba, anong sagot ninyo? Dalawa lang sumagot.
C po.
Sabi naman ng kaklase ninyo, C. Ano pa? Baka may gustong sumagot ng D. So let us have letter A muna. Okay. So for letter A, sabi you're selecting class officers from your section. Remember when you select class officers, ano ba yung mga positions na nandun? When you say class officers, ano mga position ba yun?
President,
Sige,
Vice
Roman.
President. Yung ano po, President, Vice President, Treasurer, mga ganun po. So, may arrangement po sila.
Yes.
So,
may arrangement po sila. Ibig sabihin nun, being the president, like for example, or we select Nicole as your president, and then your vice is EJ. For example lang ha. So it is different if the president is EJ and the vice president is Nicole. Okay? So in the given situation, as you look at the situation, because there are positions involved, like president, vice president, and so on, Meaning, the arrangement, order, or the order matters. It is important. That is what I mean. So kapag may positions na hinuhold yung element or yung object, remember that the arrangement, the order is important in that case. So ano pa? How about letter B? Another example of scenario where an object or an element hold a position. Like for example, you are assigning telephone numbers, and since you are assigning telephone numbers, kunwari binigyan tayo ng situation kung saan hindi tayo pwedeng gumamit ng same numbers or same digit from 0 to 9. So yung mga ganong sitwasyon, kailangan, or yung order, kailangan maging aware tayo because each and every arrangement is different from the other. Yun ang ibig sabihin. How about letter D? So arranging 7 visitors in a circular table. As you look at letter D, ano na, no, malalaman nyo na ito, circular permutation to because it involves arranging people around the table. So alam nyo na agad that this is circular permutation. So our answer here is letter C because when you form committee, remember that if you form a committee, there's no certain possession that they are holding. Ang importante lang, you form a committee from the members of the club. Ibig sabihin, kahit na sinong mauna mong piliin, basta same set of names ang nandoon, that is considered one arrangement. So kahit sino mauna kasi they don't hold certain position. Okay. How about for number 4? In which task or activity order is not important? So is it A, opening a combination lock? Order is not important, ha? B, choosing 5 questions to answer out of 10 questions in a test? Letter C, winning in a contest? Letter D, assigning seats to guests at dinner? Ano pong answer dyan? Ano pong answer kaya dito? Yes, sige. Sino yung nagtaas? Grace naman.
Roman po.
Sino yung
Roman
nagtaas?
po.
Okay.
Ano po, feeling ko po B yung choosing 5 questions to answer out of 10 question in the test. Kasi po pag nag-test naman po, kahit anong number naman po pwede mo pong simulan. Halimbawa po, mag-start ka po sa pinakamadali or sa pinakamahirap. Sabay hanggang matapos mo po.
Oo. At the same time, pag may mga ganitong questions, like for example, there are 10 questions, pinapili ka ng 5, mostly, or karamihan talaga ng pointing system, pare-pareho lang. Okay, like for example, essay ito. So yung 5 questions na yun, pare-pareho yun, mostly na 5 points, so kaya 3 points, hindi sila nagkakaiba-iba. Okay, kaya nga, if there are 10 questions in a test, sasabihin sa inyo na lahat ng points na yan ay pare-pareho lang. So walang, it doesn't matter kung ano ang pipiliin mo na mauna. Kasi pare-pareho lang naman ng punto yan, anong points yan kapag chinek ng teacher mo. And at the same time, kahit alin naman dyan piliin mo, sasagutan mo pa rin naman. So same set of numbers na pinili mo, kahit na alin ang mauna, walang bearing. Okay? While in letter A, if you open a combination lock, mamali ka lang ng numero sa placement niya o kaya ng numero mismo. Diba? Hindi mo na mabubuksan yung combination lock na yan. So winning of in a contest, remember, meron tayong champion, first runner-up, second runner-up. Minsan naman mga first, the first, second, or third. Basta contest, and they have different, what do you call this, places, prices. Ano yun? Order matters doon. So assigning seats, dito may question ako pero hindi ko na ibibigay yung sa number 5 app. Sa assigning of seats kasi, kung binanggit niya na that's around the circular table, pwede, that's order doesn't, order matters, I mean, pag circular table. Pero kung nag-assign ka ng seat sa guest mo, may mga different scenarios kasi yan. Like for example, pag nag-assign ka ng seat sa guest mo, tapos ang table nyo ay square, tapos walang nakaupo sa gilid, magkaharapan lang kayo, no? Kung sa harap mo sila lahat, inassign mo sila, that's a straight line, that's a row. Ibig sabihin, it involves order. Pero kung ang lamesa mo ay circle, no, ibig sabihin, you're going to, what do you call this? Involved in arranging, di ba? So, dito sa assigning seats to guest, para sa akin, kung sa table siya, both square or circle, it involves order. Okay? So, hindi na natin pupuntahan yung 5 kasi questionable yan sa akin. Let us have a recap or review about our past lesson. So, for number 1, how many 4-digit numbers can be formed from 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 if no repetition is allowed? Ano po kaya? This is permutation, ha? Kasi let's do it. Ano pong sagot dito? Remember that we are arranging a 4-digit number, and our condition here is that no repetition is allowed. So no number should be repeated in forming the number.
120.
Bakit 120?
5 factorial.
That's 5 factorial? 5 factorial? Is it 5 factorial?
Ano po? 2 times 3 times 4 times 5.
2 times 3 times 4 times 5. So, sabihin natin na nagkataon na, no, na they have the same answer with 5 factorial. But actually, this is permutation of 5 taken 4 at a time, which is 5 factorial. No. What I mean is 5 factorial divided by 5 minus 4 factorial. Okay? So, nagkataon na sila ay equal ni 5 factorial. Pero, don't forget, na kapag sinabi natin siyang 5 factorial, baka kasi isipin ninyo na it holds 5 places. 4-digit number lang naman yan. So, that should be 5 times 4 times 3 times 2. Baka kasi sabihin ng iba, na kapag hindi ko ito nilinaw, sabihin, 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Okay, baka sabihin ganun. It is 5, permutation of 5 taken 4 at a time. Hindi taken all. Hindi taken 5. Okay, nililinaw ko lang. So the answer here is 120. How about for number 2? In how many ways can a party of 8 people be seated in a circular table if 3 of them insist on sitting side by side? Oh, ito, circular table to. Ano ba
360.
ginagawa natin? Anong ginagawa natin if there are people around the table who wants to sit together? When we say side by side, they want to sit together. Anong ginagawa natin sa kanila? Pinapagalitan ba natin sila? Anong ginagawa natin sa kanila? Anong ginagawa natin sa kanila? We consider them as?
1.
We consider them as 1. So if there are people that is being arranged around the circular table or in a row, pwede rin yan. But they insist to sit together, we are considering them as 1. So instead of 8 people here, we only have remaining 5. Yung lima na yun, they want to sit individually. And yung tatlo, they insist to sit together. So we consider them as 1. So we have 5 and another 1. So that's 6. So as you can see, kapag nag-arrange na kayo, 6 yung i-arrange nyo around the table. Kung saan yung isa doon, ay 3 sila na gusto magkakatabi. Okay. So we will use the formula n minus 1 factorial. So 6 minus 1 is 5. So that's 5 factorial. So 5 factorial
360.
times their own arrangement. What is their own arrangement? That is yung own arrangement nila. Ano yung formula? Ano yung own arrangement nila? Diba 3 sila? So that's 3 factorial. Okay? So we have 5 factorial times 3 factorial. And 5 factorial is 120 plus 3 factorial is 6. Okay? So 120 times 6 is 720. Huwag nyo kakalimutan yun yung lesson natin doon sa circular table. Importante yan. So let's now proceed to the lesson. So I have here a situation where Arnold, Bobby, Chris, Dan, and Emil are the best dancers in 10 Lapu-Lapu. In how many ways can Mr. Santoyas select 2 out of his 5 best dancers in his class to represent in a competition? So in how many ways daw can he arrange or choose 3 or 2? But 3 na banggit ko? 2 out of 5 best answers.
20.
20. Why is it 20?
Four times 5.
What?
4 times 5 po.
4 times 5. So, ang ginamit niya siguro, yung, ang tawag dito, yung box method. That's 4 times 5
Hindi
or
po.
5 times 6, which is 20. Okay? Tama naman yun. You can use that. Okay? Wait lang. Sinesend ko lang sa parent yung, nasaan na ba yun? Yung screenshot ng klase. So, that's correct. Siguro, 5 times 4 will do. So, let us look at the different arrangements that we have here. So, kapag nag-list kayo, pwedeng isulat niyo yung mga arrangements na pwede gawin ni or mapili ni Mr. Santoyas. That could be Arnold Bobby, Arnold Chris, Arnold Dan, Arnold Emil, and so on. Okay? So, some of you might say that there are 20 possible ways, and pwede rin natin sabihin that that is permutation of 5 taken 2 at a time, or 5 times 4, which is equal to 20. Now, my question here is, as you look at the given arrangements, what can you say about Arnold Bobby and Bobby Arnold? These are two different arrangements according to the solution. These are two different arrangements, and they will be, or they will represent their section in a competition. Mapapansin nyo si Arnold Bobby and Bobby Arnold, ano kayang pagkakapareho meron sa kanila? Kapag ba nauna si Arnold bago pinili si Bobby, o kaya naman nauna si Bobby bago pinili si Arnold, sa tingin nyo, there is a change representation ng kanilang klase? Etong kay Arnold tsaka kay Chris, tapos si Chris at si Arnold. Arnold Dan tsaka Dan Arnold. Anong napansin niyo sa kanilang mga arrangements? Ano po? Diyan pa ba kayo?
Pare-parehas po na iba lang po yung places.
Opo, pare-pareho yung tao, tama yung sinabi ng classmate nyo. Pare-pareho yung taong involved dun sa arrangement, magkaiba lang yung kung sinong nauna na tinawag or pinili. Okay? So, you look at the situation. Kung pinili sila being the representative or to represent their section, does it matter kung sinong maunang tawagin? Kung sinong pangalawang tawagin?
Hindi po.
Bakit hindi? Bakit hindi importante kung sinong maunang tawagin, sinong pangalawang tawagin sa kanila? Hello, nandiyan pa kayo? Bakit po hindi importante kung sino maunang tawagin o pangalawang tawagin kung representative lang naman sila ng ng klase? So as you can see, kapag representative ka, wala namang posisyon na hinuhold, di ba? Okay? Sabihin na natin na pinili niya si Arnold bago si Bobby, or si Bobby bago si Arnold. Still, kahit na mauna si Arnold o kaya naman si Bobby, still they will represent their section. So wala na tayong pakialam sa kung sinong mauna na piliin or sinong pangalawa. So dahil pareho lang naman sila, itong si Arnold Bobby, Bobby Arnold, Arnold Chris, Chris Arnold, Arnold Dan, Dan Arnold, pwede na natin sila i-consider as one. So kapag tinanong tayo, what have we noticed about these selections? Yung si Arnold Bobby and Arnold, they are the same. So kung pareho sila, we do not need to include them yung excess na arrangement na pareho lang naman dun sa kung ano yung meron tayo. Okay? Hindi kasi pwedeng may maulit kung pareho lang naman sila. So dahil doon, if we look at the arrangement, ito po yung matitirang arrangement na meron tayo. Yung huli, ano yan na, that's Emil and Dan. Emil and Dan yan. Okay? So, makita natin that the arrangement is consists of Arnold Bobby, Arnold Chris, Arnold Dan, Arnold Emil. Since nagkaroon na sila ng arrangement ni Arnold, si Bobby, pwede na natin siya i-partner kay Chris, kay Dan, or kay Emil. Si Chris, dahil naging partner niya na si Bobby, at si Arnold, kay Dan at Emil na lang. And si Emil, dahil nakapartner niya na yung tatlo, si Dan na lang yung hindi niya nagiging partner. So, dapat Emil to. Okay? So, kapag tinanggal natin yung mga arrangement na pareho lang naman, or consider natin na pareho lang naman sila, ito lang po yung matitirang number of arrangements. So, there are only 10 arrangements. Kaya nga tanong ko sa inyo kanina, is the order of selecting 2 out of 5 best answers important? It is not important. Why? Kasi if you select them, since you are just selecting 2 of the 5 answers, and they will represent the section, their section as a whole, the arrangement is not important. Okay? Kahit sinong maunang piliin or hindi. So this kind of problems, situations, scenarios involve combination. So what do we mean by combination? When we say combination, it is a mathematical technique that determines the number of possible arrangement in a collection of objects, where the order of arrangement is not important, or the order, o kaya naman yung arrangement is not important. In combinations, you can select the items in any order because it is not important. Okay, order is not important dito. Ano yung kinaibahan niya kay permutation? Si permutation, the elements hold a certain position, and the order or the arrangement is important when it comes to permutation. Pero sa combination, it is not important. You can choose or select. I mean, the word is select any items in any order. So, nakita na yung kanilang pinagkaiba. Okay? So, let us have examples of this. So, I want you to tell me whether the given situation or task illustrate combination or not. So, combination ba to o hindi? A team of 8 basketball players needs to choose a captain and a co-captain. So, tingin ninyo, is it combination or not? Sige, kung sino yung nagtaas.
Not combination po.
Why is it not combination?
Kasi po, pipili pa po sila ng captain and co-captain.
Opo. And it will give you different arrangement kung pili tayo ng names dito, no, to give as an example. Kunwari si Obsanga. Very good si Obsanga, nandito siya, no? Kunwari si Obsanga, siya yung captain ng grupo nyo, no? As the basketball players. Then sinapay yung kanyang co-captain. So that would be different kung sinapay ang captain at si Obsanga ang co-captain. So 'di ba iba yung nagiging sitwasyon kapag nagpapalit yung elements ng position. So because of that, it makes this situation as not combination. Okay? Number 2, there are 45 applicants for 3 computer programmer positions. Is it combination or not? Combination po ba to o hindi?
Combination po.
Po? Paulit po, hindi ko narinig. Sino yung sumagot?
Bautista.
Ano pong sagot?
Combination po.
Combination? Bakit combination?
Ano po,
Kasi,
sabi lang po 3 computer programmer position. Wala naman pong sinabi kung hindi ko
dahil
ma-explain.
pareho sila ng posisyon, computer programmer positions yung ina-applyan nila. Hindi importante kung sino maunang piliin, no? Dun sa 45 applicants. Kasi pare-pareho lang naman yung posisyon na ina-applyan nila, which is computer programmer. Siguro kung merong binigay na senior computer programmer, assistant computer programmer, and probationary MM, ganon. Diba? Siguro magiging iba. Magiging permutation siguro to. Pero dahil walang specific na kung makikita nyo, walang difference yung positions nila. This makes the situation as combination. Okay? Number 3, 8 outfits chosen from 15 outfits to be modeled. Yan, kayo ngayon, di ba, nagmo-model kayo, nakikita kayo yung mga videos nyo. Hindi ko palang chinechikan. Kasi ginagawa ko pa yung sa cart. O, di ba, nag-ano kayo, nagpipili kayo ng mga outfits. Is that combination or not? Kunwari, nauna mong piliin yung shoes bago yung dress.
Combination.
Does it matter?
Not.
Not. So it doesn't matter kung ano yung order nila. So it is combination. Number 4, top 3 winners out of 7 contestants in a math quiz.
Not combination po.
Ano po?
Not combination po.
Not combination. Kasi may top 3 winners. So kung may top 3, ibig sabihin may first, may second, may third. Okay? So that's not combination. Number 5, 5 badminton players chosen from a group of 9.
Combination po.
Combination po. Kasi pipili ka lang naman dun sa siyam ng 5. Okay? So this is combination. So what you need to remember is that when you deal with a situation that pertains, that shows combination, the arrangement or order is not important and you can select the items in any order. Okay, yun lang yung kailangan nyo tandaan. So let us now proceed to module number 8. Nasaan na yung module number 8 natin? Ito.
Opo, konti tono na po at konti bigat. Opo.
Okay, let us now proceed to module number 8. It is permutation versus combination. For this module, your goal is to, of course, differentiate permutation from combination. So, bibigyan na kayo dito ng iba't ibang scenario kung saan makikita nyo yung isang scenario is permutation or not. Kung not, ibig sabihin combination siya. Okay, let us have the pretest. For the pretest, we'll have number 1. Nasaan na yung number 1? Okay. So for number 1, forming a committee of 5 from 20 members of the club. Combination or permutation?
Combination.
Combination. Number 2, creating password in your Facebook account. Ano po?
Permutation.
Combination.
permutation. Number 3, answering 4 questions from 10 questions.
Combination.
Combination. Okay, our answer is correct. Combination yung 1, yung 2 permutation, yung 3 combination. Let us have 4 and 5. Oh, wait lang. So number 4, arranging books on a shelf. Is
Permutation.
it combination or not? It is permutation. Bakit permutation yan? Kasi they hold certain position. Okay, parang sa science, diba? An element holds a position. Selecting 7 from 10 available fruits in making fruit salad. Combination po siya. So number 4, permutation, then 5, combination. Ayan. So let us proceed to our lesson. Na tayo sa lesson because I know you already know the difference between combination and permutation. In a raffle draw, there are major and consolation prizes at stake. The first, the second, and the third prize winners are only entitled for the major prizes. Rose, Malu, and Sheena are hoping to win one of these prizes. So let us answer the question given the situation. Ano? So for letter A, the question is, in how many ways can they be called winners? Is it important who will be called first and why? Then for letter B, if they won the consolation prize, wherein the prizes are the same, is it important who will be called first and why? So this is a good example no, of showing different scenarios or makita nyo talaga ano yung difference ng permutation and combination. So let us have first question. First set of question. So in how many ways can they be called as winners? So remember, sa major prizes, meron tayong tinatawag na third, second, and first winners. So let us look at the different arrangements na posibleng mangyari in this given scenario. Pwede sigurong ang manalo ng third, pwedeng si Rose, second si Malu, first si Sheena. Then, pwede din naman na ang maging third ay si Malu, si second ay si Rose, and yung first ay si Sheena. Okay? Or possible din na ang maging third, ang nasa third position ay si Sheena, or yung nakakuha ng third prize ay si Sheena, second prize si Malu, and yung first prize is si Rose. Okay? So, let us list yung mga possible arrangement na na-form natin ngayon. So these are the third prizes, or receives the third prize, second, and first. So how about the other arrangements bukod dito? Ito na ba yung lahat o meron pang hindi nabibigay? Ano ba po? Bukod kay Rose, Malu, Sheena, Malu, Rose, Sheena, Sheena, Malu, Rose. Ano pa po yung mga arrangements na hindi pa na-include? Diyan sa binigay.
Rose.
Sige po. Okay. Ano po? Yes, yung pag nagtaas. Hindi ko sige nakikita. Sino yung nagtaas?
Roman po.
Okay.
Ano po?
Bigay yung
Rose, Sheena, Malu. Malu, Sheena, Rose, and Sheena, Rose, Malu.
Okay, so ginawa niya, pinagpalit niya lang yung dalawa, no? Rose, Sheena, Malu. Malu, Sheena, Rose. Sheena, Rose, Malu. So ito yung mga binanggit niya. Okay. So all in all, if you look at the given arrangements, we have 6 possible arrangement of winners. Kung ang pag-uusapan natin ay grand prizes or the major prizes. Should I say the major prizes? Kung major prizes at meron tayong first, second, and third, ito yung mga possible arrangements. And there are 6 possible arrangements. So is it important kung sino yung unang matatawag at bakit? Importante ba na sino unang matatawag? Yes, is
Yes
it
po.
important?
Yes po.
Bakit po? Bakit po yes?
Kasi po, ayun po yung magdedetermine ng rank nila nung first, second, and third.
At
Kasi
saka,
kasi hindi na po pwede na pantay-pantay po sila. Kasi po, quiz B po yan.
Siyempre kasi, major prizes yon. And of course, kung major prizes, meaning magiging iba yung premyo ni first. Mas mataas yung value ng prize niya kesa sa value ng prizes ni second at the third. At dahil magkakaiba sila ng value ng prizes, importante talaga who will be called first. Siyempre kung ikaw yung tinawag na una, mas mataas yung mapananalunan mo kaysa dun sa second at third. Okay, so the scenario shows us that the first or the arrangement or order of the elements or items is really important. So if you look at the situation, sa major prizes, this is an example of permutation. Okay? It is an example of permutation. So yung letter A questions that pertains to the major prizes, and yung letter B naman pertains to the consolation prizes. Kunwari, ang nangyari daw is that nanalo sila, pero ang napanalunan nila pare-pareho ay yung consolation prize, wherein the prizes are the same. So is it important ba kung sino unang matatawag? Yan yung question sa letter B. So if you look at our arrangements earlier, which is given here in the screen, so papansin nyo, kung consolation prizes lang din naman yung mga mapapanalunan nila, is it important kung sino yung matatawag na una o hindi?
No po.
No po. Why no?
Kasi
Because?
pare-parehas lang naman po sila ng makukuha sa huli.
So, wala nang bearing kung sino mauna. Wala akong pakialam kung consolation prize na lang inadala. Wala akong pakialam kung sino mauna sa ating tatlo. Ang importante, manalo tayo. Parang ganun, ano? So, hindi na natin pakikialaman kung sinong nauna, sinong pangalawa, sino huling tawagin. Ang importante, you all won or you won the prize. Kasi pare-pareho lang yung value ng inyong prizes. So it doesn't matter who will be called first. So as you can see, itong 6 na arrangement na to will be considered as one na lang. Kasi nga, order is not important. Okay? Siyempre, because it involves one price lang, pare-pareho yung value ng price, and at the same time, it involves the same person. Okay, kaya yung yung arrangement na to is only one arrangement. So the order of calling the names of the winners is not important since they have the same price. Okay, so this is an example of combination. So kapag major prizes yung tinatawag, okay, importante kung sino unang tawagin, no? Pero kung consolation prizes at pare-pareho lang naman yung mga prizes nila, that's not necessarily important for you to deal with the arrangement or the order. So it is combination. Now let us have more examples of this. So for number 1, choosing 3 students from 10 students in a class who will represent the math, science, and English contest. So is it combination or permutation?
Permutation.
Combination ba yan o permutation?
Permutation.
So, kunwari, bibigyan ko ng example ha, for you to understand this situation. Kunwari, pinili ko sa math si Igis-Gisa, sa science si Castañares, tapos si Rosal sa English. O, sila yung pinili kong tatlo. Okay? Ulitin ko, si Igis-Gisa sa math, si Castañares sa science, and si Rosal sa English. Is it the same if I chose Rosal as the representative in math and Castañares sa English, Igis-Gisa sa science? Is it the
Hindi
same
po.
or not?
Not.
Hindi po. So since order matters here in the given situation, we can say that this is not combination but instead it is permutation. Pero kung ang sinabi lang dito, you have to choose 3 from 10 students in a class to represent the section at walang binanggit ng mga na subject, kung anong klaseng contest yung sasalihan, that's combination. Kaya lang, the tricky one here is binigyan tayo ng sitwasyon kung saan sila isasali. Yung tatlong yun. Kaya naging permutation siya. You see the difference of the two. Next, number 2. Selecting 10 students from 25 students who auditioned to join the school's dance club.
Combination po.
Yes, it's combination. It is combination because you are just selecting. And at the same time, it doesn't matter kung sino mauna sila, basta they will join the school's club, dance club. Okay? This is combination. Number 3, choosing 12 songs from Spotify to be played at a birthday party. Anong sagot dyan?
Combination.
Combination. So let us look at the answer. The answer here is, it is permutation. So why do you think it becomes permutation? Kapag sinabing choosing 12 songs from Spotify lang, ganito lang, hanggang Spotify lang, pwede natin sabihin that that is combination. Bakit? Kasi you are just choosing 12 songs, namimili ka lang. And it doesn't, it is not important kung sino unang pinili mo. Ang importante, papili mo yung 12 songs na yun. Kaya lang, meron ditong phrase that makes the situation permutation. Yung sinabi na to be played. Remember, when you are playing a song, may pagkakasunod-sunod yan. Especially in Spotify, di ba? Minsan, alphabetically arranged, minsan, depende sa kung anong album yung pinili mo, right? So, there is an arrangement. Okay? Kaya naging permutation siya because of the word to be played. When you are playing songs, hindi nyo naman, di ba? Iba yun kapag itong song ang nauna, iba yun kapag ang pumangalawa ay yung birthday song, and so on. Kaya siya naging permutation. Do you understand what I mean in number 3?
Yes.
Naintindihan po?
Yes po.
Yes po. So, number 4 naman tayo. For number 4, we are going to choose 3 distinct flavors of ice cream from 6 flavors and placing them on an ice cream cone. Oh, does it matter kung ano yung pagkakasunod-sunod nila dito?
Hindi po.
Hindi po. Hindi naman importante kung nauna mo kinain yung strawberry ice cream, bagay chocolate ice cream, bagay cheese, ano yun? Cheese, yung flavor na cheese, di ba? Lahat naman yung kakainin mo, no? So, it is not important. Therefore, this is permutation or combination?
Combination.
Combination. Apo, it is combination. So, we have number 5 here. May 5 ba? Oh, wala na. So, wrap up. When it comes to permutation, order or arrangement of items or objects is important. And when it comes to combination, the order of items or objects is not important. So, those are the things you need to remember when it comes to permutation and combination. So, let us have module number 9. Sa module number 9 naman, dahil alam nyo na yung permutation, di ba? Alam nyo na yung formula, how to understand the problem. Ngayon, iintindi naman natin yung combination notation. Ano bang itsura ng combination notation? Yung last time sa mga modules natin, you already know kung paano ba ginagawa yung permutation notation. When I say permutation notation, yun yung mga symbols na ginagamit natin for permutation. Yung permutation of 5 taken 3, may kita tayong letter P, tapos meron tayong nakasubscript sa right and sa left ng mga numbers. Okay? So, ganun din yung gagawin natin dito sa combination notation. So, we will deal with combination notation, and of course, your goal here is for you to write combination notations of objects of a given scenario. So, para hindi kayo mahirapan pagdating ng time na magsusolve na kayo ng combination notation, ituturo na siya ngayon. Okay, for the pretest, let us have, yung bilis. Number 1, in combination of n taken r, ito yung sinasabi kong combination notation. Which of the following is the representation of n in the problem in a 10-item mathematics problem-solving test? How many ways can you select 5 problems to solve? Ano kaya yung n natin dyan, yung dito? Naalala nyo pag permutation, what does n mean sa permutation?
10 item.
10 items. So, kaya nga sinabi n meaning the total number of items or total number of objects. So, dahil dito sa sitwasyon na to, binigyan tayo ng 10 item problem solving test, meaning 10 yung total number of items at 5 lang doon ang pipiliin mo. So, 10 yung n at yung r natin ay 5. So, ang tinatanong lang dito yung n. So, our answer is letter C. Number 2, in how many ways can 20 students be paired for an activity in mathematics? Which of the following values will represent in the combination notation? Ano daw magiging representation ng R?
2. 2.
2. Bakit 2?
Pair po.
Because of the word paired. Magkakapareho, or we will ano ba yung tawag sa Tagalog? I-pair natin sila into 2. Di ba pag pair naman talaga, dalawa. Parang pair of shoes. Di ba? Dalawa. Right and left. Next. Okay. Sumobra tayo. Dapat number 3 muna. Number 3. A bag contains 4 white balls, 4 yellow balls, and 5 red balls. In how many ways can 6 balls be chosen if there must be 2 balls of each color? Which of the following combination notation will best represent the problem? Is it A, B, C, or D? Ano pong sagot dyan? Kailangan daw dalawa per color. So ano ba yung mga colors na meron tayo? Meron tayong white, so dalawang white, dalawang yellow, dalawang red. So alin kaya dyan? So
I
titingnan
think
nyo,
C
no?
po.
C. Bakit C?
Hindi po kasi pwedeng ipagsama po yung 15 balls kasi po magkakaiba po sila ng colors.
Ay bakit D? Bakit hindi D? What's the reason behind? Bakit multiplication at hindi addition? Do you have an idea or wala po? If wala, i-explain ko sa inyo.
Wala po.
Wala pa po. Okay, so I think hindi pa alam nung karamihan. No? Pero kaya siya multiplication because of the fundamental principle of counting. When we say fundamental principle of counting, if they will happen at the same time, you have to multiply them. When we say fundamental principle of counting, you can do one thing in this way, another thing in this way, and they will happen at the same time. They both happen at the same time. So you will multiply. Kapag plus, ginagawa lang po natin to if these are different situations, but all of the situations will solve or satisfy the given condition. Okay? So ano yung pinagkaiba nila? Si C, it will happen at the same time. Itong mga to, mangyayari sila sa magkakaibang sitwasyon, pero pare-pareho sila, they will satisfy kung ano yung condition na hinihingi. Okay? Ay kaya lang ang sinasabi dito, mamimili ka ng dalawang bola for each color. So they will happen at the same time. Kaya multiplication na gamit natin because of the fundamental principles of counting or counting principle. Nagkakaintindihan. So later, may mga examples tayo niyan. Papakita ko sa inyo kung ano yung difference of multiplication tsaka addition ang gagamitin. Okay? Let us have first yung number 4. Natawa na naman yung 4. So sa 4, there are 50 buttons on a calculator. 10 of them are not functioning properly. So in how many ways can we select 3 buttons if at least one button selected is not functioning? So which of the following is a combination notation? So sabi 3 buttons yung pipiliin natin. And in how many ways daw can we select? Na kung saan meron tayong condition na binigyan tayo ng condition na at least one button. Ano ba meaning ng at least? Ng word na at least? What do we mean by at least?
Kahit.
Kahit? Kahit ba?
Smallest or lowest?
Lowest daw is 1. At least 1. Or sabihin na natin na minimum. Requirement niya, minimum natin is 1 button selected is not functioning. Okay? Yun yung ibig sabihin nun. That is the case, ibig sabihin, pwedeng ang mapili nating buttons ay isa na not functioning at dalawa na functioning. Okay? So, pwedeng ganon. Ito yon yung letter D. Isa na functioning, isa na not functioning at dalawa na functioning. Ano pa? Pwede din naman na dalawa yung not functioning at isang functioning. Then pwede din naman na tatlo, pare-pareho nang napili natin ay not functioning na button. Okay? So makikita nyo dito sa unang scenario na pwedeng mangyari that will satisfy the condition. Okay? Ang ginawa niya is that 10 yung not functioning, isa lang doon ang pwede niyang mapili. The rest, 40, which is all functioning, 2 doon ang pinili niya. So ito yung pwede itong mangyari, ano? Pwede din naman, kung hindi ito ang mangyari, pwedeng ito. Na 2 yung mapili niya dun sa 10 na hindi gumagana at isa dun sa gumagana na 40 pieces. Okay? Or kung hindi man yan ang mangyari, posibleng ito yung mangyari na 3 dun sa 10 na hindi gumagana ang buttons yung mapili niya. So yun yung ibig sabihin nun. They all give different scenarios kung paano masasatisfy yung condition. And dahil lahat sila pwedeng mangyari, no, isa sa kanila pwedeng mangyari, we will combine them. Kasi ito yung mga posibleng mangyari eh. So kaya tayo nag-a-add. Naintindihan? Kaya tayo nag-a-add. So the answer here in number 4 is letter D. How about in number 5? For number 5, oh, wait lang. Hindi pa ako tapos. Number 5, consider a standard deck of 52 cards. How many different 4 card hands, ibig sabihin you'll hold 4 cards, can be formed with at most 2 queens? Ano naman ang ibig sabihin pag at most? Kanina minimum, at least. Etong at most, of course, meaning maximum. Maximum of 2 queens ang ibig sabihin. So, you will hold 4 different cards. How many ways can we do it kung at most 2 queens ang meron tayo? Which of the following combination notation will represent the problem? So, ilan ba yung queen sa deck of cards?
Apat.
Standard deck of cards.
Apat.
Ilan po?
4 po.
4 po. So, kung 4, meaning 52 minus 4 is 48. So, 48 sa cards na yun, hindi queen. Okay? Let me explain it to you. So, if there are 2 queens that maximum na pwede nating mapili, meaning maximum is less than or equal to 2. Ibig sabihin, pwedeng 2 queen, pwedeng isa, at pwedeng wala. So, 3 magkakaibang scenario that will satisfy the condition. So, ano yung una? Pwedeng 2 queen, at dahil 4 cards ang kailangan natin, yung remaining 2 pwede nating makuha or pwede nating mag-draw dun sa 48 na natitira kanina. 48 na hindi queen. Cards that are not queen. Okay? Or pwede din namang isang queen at 3, mag-draw natin yun dun sa remaining cards. Or pwede din naman, wala. Wala tayong makuhang queen. Okay? Then, yung 4 na cards na i-draw natin ay from the 48 that is not a queen card. Okay? So, ang answer dito is letter D. There are 3 different scenarios that will satisfy the given condition. So, kaya tayo nag-add. Okay? So, that's combination of 48 taken 2 at a time times combination of 4 taken 2 at a time plus combination of 48 taken 3 at a time times combination of 4 taken 1 at a time plus combination of 48 taken 4 at a time times combination of 4 taken 0 at a time. Okay, so the answer here is letter D. Ayan. Let us have the lesson. Sina tayo sa lesson para mapabilis tayo. So let us consider the letters from the word mat. And we are going to form a 3-letter word. May meaning man o wala. Basta 3-letter combination. So if you do that, syempre most of you will do this. Mag-listing, ano. So, as you can see, these are the different arrangements that we can form using the letters in the word mat. Okay, so some of you might say that this is permutation of 4 taken 3, which is equal to the formula if substitute the values of n and r. So we'll have 4 factorial divided by 4 minus 3 factorial. So this will give us an outcome which is 24. So there are 24 three-letter arrangements. Okay, but in combination, remember that in combination, order doesn't matter, since or if you are given the same set of objects or elements, we will consider their arrangements as one because order doesn't matter here. So kung titingnan niyo yung first column, ano-ano ba yung mga letters na ginamit doon? Lahat ng arrangements, ang ginamit lang na letters ay M, H, at E. The second arrangement or column, makikita nyo na yung mga letters na ginamit natin ay A, T, H. Dun sa third, M, T, H, and then sa last, M, A, H. So sa combination, all of this na nasa loob ng rectangle ay considered as one kasi pare-pareho lang ng element na ginamit. Same with this, ito, tsaka ito. So in permutation, kanina, yun yung outcome natin. Pero in combination, there are only 4 arrangements. Okay? Or only 4 possible combinations. How do we represent that in combination notation? So since n, ang n natin ay yung number of letters that we have in the word mat, so ang n natin ay 4. At yung 3 na, at yung ano natin, yung letters na kailangan nating iselect is 3 only. So that is combination of 4 taken 3 at a time. At kung mapapansin nyo, there are 3 different representations of combination notation. Now, we can use any of this. Okay, kung saan kayo mas komportable. And remember that n is the total number of letters or objects, and r is the selected object or item. Okay, so kung titingnan nyo dito, we have different representations. Kahit alin dyan pwede. Basta tatandaan nyo that the n is the total number of objects or items, and r is the selected item or object. Okay? Let us have more examples. So to number 1, there are 10 finalists that are chosen from 30 contestants in a math inter-school competition. So in how many ways can 10 finalists be proclaimed? So what will be our combination notation here? What will be our n? What will be our r?
$30
Ang n natin ay
30.
Habang nag-iisip yung iba. Okay. Pabilang ng ng present sa boys and sa girls. Pabilang po thank you. So our n here is 30. Wait lang mag-ano lang ako. Or anong date ngayon? 15. So ang n natin ay 30 at ang r natin ay
10.
10. So ibig sabihin combination of 30 taken 10 at a time. So we can write it in this way. And so pwede natin siya isulat ng ganyan. Pwedeng ganito, pwedeng ganito. Okay, next. How many lines can be formed from 12 different or distinct points if no 3 points are collinear? What will be our n?
12
12. And our R is
3.
3. Is it 3? Ilan po? Ang boys,
2.
13. Ang girls, 12. Hala? Eh, di ano lang to? 25. 25 lang ba kayo? 27 kayo dito eh. 27 o 26?
May nag-left po kasi kanina.
May nag-left. Sige, pabilang nga ulit. Tingnan natin ulit. Baka naman bumalik na. Sayang naman yung attendance. Laging mababa yung attendance pag ako nagbibigay. Unti-unti kasi kumukonti yung yung mga estudyante pumapasok. Natamad na yung iba. Yan yung klaseng mga estudyante na tinatamad pumasok pero gusto mataas grade. In how many ways can be formed from 12? So sabi nyo 12 is n, and r is, how do we determine a line? Ilang points ba yung kailangan for us to determine a line?
2 points.
2 points, of course. So we can determine a line using 2 points. So our R here is 2. Okay. So for you to have the combination notation, you have to understand first the concept. So we have combination of 12 taken 2 at a time. So about in number 3, ito medyo, sulat na natin sa, yan. Kasi yata, tami yata siya. Wait lang I'll open a Jamboard. Sa Jamboard na natin ito sagutan. Wait lang, wait. Open na ba akong Jamboard? Thirteen din yung girls. Yan. Ikaw pala nakabit yung digital pad. Napakaangas. Wait lang video ko. Wait. Kaya na pa ako mapeto. Yan. So, for number, asan ako? Yan. So, let us start with letter A. Ay, bakit nandun yun? Letter A. So, we need to select 4 boys and 3 girls. Tingnan muna natin ilan ba talaga lahat ng boys at ilan lahat ng girls. Girls. Mamali pa akong spelling So, ilan yung boys lahat-lahat? There are 8 boys. And there are 6 girls. So, ang kailangan natin is 4 boys and 3 girls, meaning our N here is 8. Dito ang N natin ay 6. Ang R natin ay 4 kasi 4 lang kukunin natin. Ang R natin dito ay 3. So, if we represent this using the combination notation, we'll have combination of 8 taken 4 at a time. Itong isa, combination of 6 taken 3 at a time. So we can multiply. So we will multiply them because they will happen at the same time. Okay? Pwede din naman natin siya isulat ng ganito, combination of 8 taken 4 at a time times combination of 6 taken 3 at a time. Pwede din yung combination of 8 taken 4 at a time. Kung saan kayo mas nadadalian? Combination of 6 taken 3 at a time. Okay, so these are three different ways on how you represent your combination notation. How about for letter B? So for letter B, ang sabi at least 5 girls. When we say at least 5 girls, minimum 5 girls, diba? Okay, may kausap pa ba ako? Andyan pa kayo?
Yes po.
Yes po. So at least 5 girls, meaning minimum of 5 girls. When we say minimum of 5 girls, so pwedeng 5, pwedeng 4, pwedeng 3, pwedeng 2, pwedeng 1. Oy, mali yung pagkakasabi ko. When we say at least, meaning minimum of 5 girls, there should be 5 girls. Pwedeng 5, pwedeng 6, pwedeng 7. Kung kaya ng dami ng babae, no? Pero since 6 lang yung babae dito, so hanggang doon lang tayo sa 6. Okay? So let us have number of boys. There are 8 boys. And there are 6 girls. Okay? So, at least 5. Kung mamimili tayo ng 5 babae, so minimum 5. Pwede din namang 6. Okay, so hindi pwedeng 7 kasi 6 lang naman talaga sila. So we can write this as 5, combination of 6 taken 5. At dahil 7 yung kailangan nating piliin to be part of the committee, 5 na yung napili natin sa girls, ilan na lang yung matitira sa boys? Ilan na lang yung pipiliin ko sa boys? Opo, 2. So we have combination of 8 taken 2 at a time times combination of 6 taken 5 at a time. And these are the 5 girls. How about kung 6 yung pinili ko sa girls? Combination of 6 taken 6 at a time. Sa boys, ilan yung pipiliin ko?
1 po.
1. Okay. So these are different scenarios, but both of them will
Pwede mo
satisfy
pa ulit.
the given condition na at least 5 ay girls. So what we are going to do here is we will add them. So itong first scenario plus the second scenario, that's combination of 8 taken 2 at a time times combination of 6 taken 5 at a time plus combination of 8 taken 1 times combination of 6 taken 6. Naintindihan po? So that's letter B. At least meaning
Yes, pwede po
minimum
ulit.
of 5. Po?
Paulit po.
Po. Bakit ano? Alin ang ulitin ko? Alin part?
Yung ano po, yung kung paano po nakuha yung sa mga boys po.
Paano nakuha yung?
Sa boys po.
Dito? Ito ba? Ito
Sabi
mga
po.
to?
Opo.
Oh. Kailangan natin, di ba, 5 babae? So, namili tayo ng 5. Dahil 7 members ng committee ang kailangan natin, ilan na lang natitira natin for boys? Kasi 5 na yung pipiliin natin sa girls. 2 na lang yung pwede nating piliin sa boys.
Opo. Gets na po.
So dahil may 8 boys, 2 lang doon pipiliin mo. Sa 6 na girls, 5 lang doon pipiliin mo. Okay? Then, another scenario is that pwedeng 6 yung babae na piliin mo. Kasi ang sabi, at least, ibig sabihin minimum of 5 ang ibig sabihin nun. So, pwedeng 6 na babae at hanggang 6 lang ang kaya nating piliin dahil 6 lang naman talaga yung babae na meron tayo dito. At dahil ang natitira na lang for boys ay isa na lang yung pwede nating piliin sa kanila. So, that's 8 8 boys, isa lang pinili mo. Sa 6 girls, 6 din yung pinili mo. And since these two different scenarios will satisfy kung ano yung kondisyon na hinihingi sa atin, the given problem, kailangan natin silang i-add. Okay? Nagkakaintindihan na?
Opo.
Opo. So let's proceed to letter C. Sa letter C, at most 2 girls. Meaning maximum of 2. Kapag maximum of 2, pinakamataas na number of girls natin ay 2. So, tuwing kailan natin or in what scenario pwedeng mangyari yon? Pwedeng 2 babae ang piliin mo kasi maximum of 2. Pwede din namang isa or pwedeng wala. Okay? Malinaw yan ha. So, how many boys ulit ang meron tayo? There are 8 boys and 6 girls. So, kung 2 pipiliin natin sa sa girls, boys yung sinabi ko, no? Kung 2 yung pipiliin natin sa girls, 6 sila, 2 yung pinili natin sa kanila, ilan yung natitirang number for boys? Ilang number of members na lang yung pwede natin piliin for boys?
5 po.
5. So, out of 8, there are 5 yung pipiliin natin, 5. Ayusin ko lang yung pagkakasulat ng 5, parang katabi na kasi siya ni C. Dapat nandito siya nakasubscript. Yan. Next, pwede din namang isang babae. So, out of 6, isa yung pipiliin natin. So, kung nakapili na tayo ng isa, ilan yung natitira for boys? 6. Okay. And how about if I chose none? I did not choose from the girls. Ilan
7
yung
po.
pwede natin piliin sa boys? So, 7. Okay. So, dahil itong magkakaibang scenarios na to will satisfy our condition, all we have to do is to add them. Add natin sila. So, that's combination of 8 taken 5 times combination of 6 taken 2 plus combination of 8 taken 6 times combination of 6 taken 1 plus combination of 8 taken 7 times combination of 6 taken 0. So, mag-a-add tayo dito. Okay, so this will be our answer in letter C. Malinaw na po on how to write the combination notation of each given scenarios. Naintindihan na po?
Opo.
Yes po.
Habang ninanamnam nyo muna yung nasa screen ko, report ko lang to, wait lang. 13:30 na, no? Sige. Namnamin nyo muna yung nasa screen. Habang nagre-report ang attendance. Section Luna for ang date niyan? 2021. Boys 15. Girls 16. Okay. So let's go back to our lesson. So, yan yung solution niya. Through fundamental principle of counting, you have to multiply. Next, at least 5 girls. So, pwedeng 5 girls or 6 girls. Okay, ulit lang yung ano. Yan. Next. Ano naman kung at most 2 girls, pwedeng 2 babae, pwedeng isa, pwedeng wala. Okay? So, dahil pwedeng mangyari ito, o kaya ito, o kaya ito, you have to add them. So what you need to remember is that combination notation of n objects taken r at a time is denoted by this different notations here, which is read as combination of n taken r at a time. So if you have no questions, I want you to answer your worksheet. So I'll set here the link. Wait lang, open ko lang. Ayan na po yung link sa inyong income messages. So you may now raise your hand if you are answering, and then kapag tapos na po, pwede na po mag-leave.
Ma'am, sagot lang po lalagay sa 11 at 12. Wala na pala si ma'am.
Ma'am?
Umalis na.
Ma'am, mali ako sa 1 at 4. Pero tama, sagot ko, ma'am.